Greetings, this is General of the Armies, Vincent Diaz Jr. This is a communique for Vladimir Putin. Attention to all world leaders. CC all stakeholders. BCC all those living my way of life or wanting to. This is an emergency call. It's we have a natural disaster emergency here. It's probably planetary, but in terms I'm about to use it, it's localized. We're actually having a problem where sort of under these wrath of God impossible conditions. I just confronted a bunch of murderous attackers who showed up to attack me over this. I had a special term about these acts of God. We were having so many unnatural occurrences of actual Mother Nature stuff. It's this problem with these acts of God. Well, it looks like there's a tropical storm. Seems impossible. It just popped up mostly out of nowhere, and we're about to have a hurricane from basically dark to sunrise. Smash us here in D.C. And then it's this act of God stuff. The way it's clearly totally unnatural. The way it's hitting on the on our holidays. Celebration day. So I declare this a national emergency. This is a planetary state of emergency over unnatural acts of God, as like this war of acts of God of such high level terms. It's too much. Here we go. My phone. One of my phones is finally restarted. So I guess that's good news. Maybe I managed to get this communique started and get this thing working right. It's not going still. I think this is just the idiot here who showed up to clink onto the network. I'm complaining. Someone just got in range totally and started screwing with me about the work I'm doing, like they're here to screw with me. They probably just took over this phone or tried. This one. They're all gone. It doesn't matter to them at all. There's no life to them whatsoever. So, I beseech you, strike now. I'm not sure of all the consequences, but the screams of suffering, the screams of human suffering, just even the thoughts of just wailing human suffering, it's overflowing. I have to call and declare this emergency. It's a never-ending emergency the way this has been going too, with like 2 seasons of like swirlicanes. We've had more hurricanes than in all existence in like 3 weeks sometimes, let alone a season of it all, and just like season after season of this stuff. Here we go. They're finally starting to line it up and actually smash us at the worst times of all existence too. And with everything else so bad, this topped up, with all these just screams and wails and cries for this suffering to end. It's on you. This is what I can do. It's on you. I mean, what do you have? You've done this to us all the way. It's not your fault. You're trying to stop this, and you haven't. Are we actually at their wrath at this point? You're doing your best. We're all following God's plan, and they are such a vile enemy. You can't really control this beyond us following God's plan. They're not having any further power to control this. No one will accept that. I as a God may. You as a God may. Those who have a direct link to God may. No one else will. The way they're starting to wail and suffering. We're going to lose them to this. The way we'll still probably be able to bring them back. This is unacceptable. I can't control it. We need some sort of higher power to control this. Even if it is Satan too, who has to control these acts of God. Sir, I beseech you, strike now and end this. I just wish you'd strike now just so that friggin' demon tongue wailing friggin' weapon could just be struck down. It's probably everyone around here deserves to be struck down. Almost every industrial product here needs to be struck down at this point. It's not regular. There are proper virgin females who need to be saved in a hostage situation, clearly communicating that. Like they are worth saving, and I'm taunting the males a little, these young hostage virgin males, asking them if they'll be happy dying a virgin, like it's sort of the best part of the worst day of their life or something. just these terms about them having the choice to stay a virgin I'm working over. There's just so much around like it's almost impossible. Some really wrong ways. It's not. It's not. And it's like, yeah, we'd be happy to die. Very blah, 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 blah. I beseech you. Control this, sir. Strike. Now. Here, let me hit these terms. I order you. President Putin. I order you to control this wrath of God storm of unnatural events you've started, defending your nation from this enemy with strike that due as soon as possible. I order it.